Ruben Fleischer, the director of the first Venom film, finally opens up on why he's not returning for the sequel. And I think there's a little bit more to this, but let's talk about that and potential of Venom 2 and maybe down the road him returning. We'll get into that. So Venom 2 is going to start rather soon. We know Andy Serkis is taking over from Fleischer. Now, Fleischer, of course, he did Venom, and then he moved on to another film. You might have seen it recently. Involves some zombies. Original one involved some zombies. I won't spoil what it is for you, but you could probably make the connection there. So he talks about the fact of why he's not returning. First and foremost, he states the family issue. When you're away, when you're shooting these films, you're generally away from your family, from your kids, you know, and that's what he was doing with the first Venom film. Right after that, it wrapped up, he went on and worked on another film. Coming right off of that, he would have had to move right into Venom 2. Now, this is where a little bit of disconnect for me happens. It's not a direct, move over. He's not on the film every single day, you know, so there is still room. But to me personally, I feel that maybe Sony wanted to move in a more, it's not an insult to him, but a different direction that's not his vision necessarily, kind of like what happened with Snyder to a degree. And I think Andy Serkis came in with a pretty decent pitch, and Andy Serkis, obviously master of motion capture and everything, and they wanted to utilize him, so they offered it to him instead of delaying Venom 2 and waiting for Fleischer. I think that's exactly how it happened. Now, of course, he was important in setting up the universe and coming up with some ideas for the sequel that I have no doubt that they're using. So there is the potential he could be back down the road or bring him back to direct something else. You know, that's very real. That is a real possibility, and I'm definitely willing to bet that we will see him back in the fold at some point down the road, for Sony at least, because they have a pretty decent working relationship with him. And who's to say, you know, Venom 2 isn't going to maybe make less money? You know, we don't know. And then he's like, all right, well, I'll come back for the third one. Maybe people just liked what I did more. Or who's to say he's not going to be directing like Venom versus Spider-Man or something along those lines, you know, which he was very adamant about being involved with as far back as when he started Venom and started teasing a crossover down the road. So there is still that possibility, but as you see, personal life is generally how it goes. And like I said, I have no doubt he'll be back down the road. So thank you guys for watching, and as always, if you'd like more content, we do offer some more stuff for members of the channel. Arrow reviews, Batwoman, Watchmen, The Mandalorian coming out, and various other things. So check it out if you guys would like some extra content.